Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today, we will talk about the hidden truths behind the phenomenon called Can Yaman, a story of success, discipline, and also of envy. When we hear his name, what comes to mind? The millions who follow him in every series? The screams of his fans in the streets of Rome? Or that inevitable price of success, envy? Can Yaman is not just an actor. He is a man who built himself from nothing. A law graduate, polyglot, disciplined, tireless worker, and endowed with charisma that crosses borders. His career is not based only on his looks, but on years of sacrifice, intellectual preparation, and hard work. Outside Turkey, he is acclaimed by the European press, sought after by international directors, and followed by millions. Yet in his own country, he faces baseless criticism, malicious rumors, and smear campaigns on social media. Why? Because his success reflects what many have failed to achieve. Some try to downplay his talent, saying, "He's handsome, but he can't act." Others accuse him of forgetting his homeland, when in fact, in every interview, he proudly speaks of his Turkish roots, his language, his family, and his love for his country's culture. But for some, that's not enough. They want to see him fail, make mistakes, fall. However, Can doesn't fit into that mold. Today he works in Italy, tomorrow perhaps in America, but his essence remains unchanged. He is still the son who grew up beside his mother, the man who loves Turkish cuisine and brings Turkey's image to the world. Beyond his leading roles, Can Yaman has become a true cultural ambassador. His discipline inspires millions of young people who dream of following in his footsteps, and that bothers those who cannot stand his success on and off the screen. Every fabricated scandal, every unfair criticism only strengthens his light, because in the end, the public always recognizes the truth. His success is the result of meticulous work, unshakable determination, and every attack reflects only the frustration of those who haven't reached his achievements. In Turkey, there are many undervalued talents, disciplined young people who need support instead of destructive criticism. Can Yaman represents this new generation that deserves recognition, not attacks. In short, Can Yaman is not just an actor, he's a symbol of effort, perseverance, and national pride. His success is authentic and solid, and despite envy, it continues to grow. While some try to dim his light, he keeps shining stronger. When I think of Demet Özdemir, I see a woman who has found her path in a world rarely kind to those who shine. Unlike many, Demet has built her career not only through acting talent, but also with emotional intelligence, inner strength, and the ability to stand firm amidst media storms. Always present is the shadow of her story with Can Yaman, a story never fully told, but that has stirred interest, fantasies, and speculation from millions. Yet beyond rumors and headlines, I see the maturity of a woman who has learned to protect what is most precious, her privacy. As one commenter wisely said, it's her life and her individuality must be respected. Demet understands this like few do. While some seek to label her or pressure her into defining her romantic situation, she has chosen elegant silence, which says more than any public statement. Her personal life is hers alone, and every public appearance reflects serenity and full control over her destiny. Behind her smile lie scars, disappointments, and painful moments that have shaped her. Like Can, she has been the target of criticism and judgment. But unlike many, she has not allowed these opinions to define her worth. As another commenter noted, they hurt him but made him stronger. The same applies to Demet. The wounds she endured made her even stronger. Her past, or perhaps still ongoing according to some, relationship with Can Yaman will always be a topic of conversation. But what I admire in Demet is her ability not to be consumed by that narrative. She continues to grow professionally, choosing projects that fully represent her as an artist. As one commenter smartly observed, Perhaps even his way of presenting himself generates envy, but that is part of his intelligent strategy. In Demet's case, her strategy has been different but equally effective: discretion. While others expose everything, she carefully chooses what to show and what to keep private. A rare intelligence in show business. One must not forget the Turkish context, where fame brings harsh scrutiny, and women, in particular, face even tougher judgment. Yet Demet has maintained a clean image, avoiding pointless scandals and conflicts. This ability to stay out of media wars is, in itself, a sign of strong character. I wonder how many times she had to hold back her words, staying silent where others would have lashed out. That calmness is not weakness but strength. The strength of one who knows their worth depends not on others' opinions but on inner peace. As one of her fans wrote, "Whatever must happen, will happen. Time will tell." And Demet seems to understand this perfectly. Today, Demet Özdemir is more than a successful actress. She's an example of how to navigate fame without losing direction. She has shown that one can be authentic, strong, and elegant at the same time. Her story, whatever the outcome with Can Yaman, is already a testimony of personal growth, resilience, and emotional wisdom. For this, in my view, she deserves respect and admiration. While the world speculates, she builds. While others shout, she moves forward silently. And while some try to define her life, she lives it on her terms, with the serenity of one who knows their true worth. Meanwhile, I will continue to admire Demet for the strong and serene woman she remains, for her smile, for the grace with which she faces the public's constant affection and attention, and for being an inspiration to those who have followed her for so many years. Her story with Can belongs to the past, yes, but it remains an indelible chapter of her life, one of those that always leaves open the possibility of a perhaps one day.